ESPN Kansas City is KCTE Independence and K257DZ Kansas City, 99.3 FM.
Good morning. Here's Watson. I am Walls. This is the W on ESPN 1510 AM, 99.3 FM, Sideline Sports Talk, KC.com, and Facebook Live. We also have Michael Lang producing us today. This is the thing we love to do every Saturday morning.
Man,
Mike.
This is the time of the week, man. You know what I mean? Forget the weather outside because it's snowing and it was 85 on Tuesday. Forget that, man. We in the studios. How you doing, Steve? How's your week?
Good, man. Until I looked outside today.
What?
I got ready to leave this morning.
I
It's
woke up
wow.
like, this is crazy. Oh, man, winter like, I'm back.
Snowing. Lang, what's up?
Nothing much. That's all you got to say. Nothing much.
When the weather's outside, it's frightful.
That's okay. All right. Gotcha.
I thought the snow was going to be done.
Nah, man. Nah, winter's like, we're gonna make a case to come back in March, you know, and forget what you're talking about. 75 it's not reality, so here we are.
So do y'all put y'all like winter clothes up?
I put my winter clothes in my trunk along with my barbecue grill. I got to be prepared
Where
for
you
everything.
going?
Well, tomorrow I could be going barbecuing.
You
And then
can't
Monday
go
and then Monday I can be going to the slopes to go on the ski slopes.
Oh my God!
It happens, man. It
But you have
changes
to
every
remember.
day.
You have to remember. This guy is a guy. He spent how many years in Alaska?
Too many.
In Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah,
So he's used to
Too
this
many.
weather.
Too many. Yeah, this summertime I got a T-shirt under this and I have the
this
barbecue
is
grill.
summertime?
This is it 40 degrees?
Oh no, it's like 28, Mike.
It's spring.
All right.
You never can know what's wrong with this man.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of what's wrong, what happened to Kansas City Chiefs tight end Demetrius Harris, arrested on Tuesday night in Bates County, Missouri for felony possession of marijuana and possession of paraphernalia?
Yeah, man, I don't know what happened to that young man. You got to understand, like, everybody's watching you. They know where you are. They know who you are. And so as a former athlete, you understand the scope that you're under. Automatically, you know what's going on. And so for him to do that and then ride around with it, I know you do your thing. You know what I mean? We understand those who indulge. Then you ride around with it in your car and, like, you just untouchable. It don't make any sense to me.
Now, check this out. Harris was stopped by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. The Kansas City Star reported Harris was a passenger in the car traveling on Interstate 49. So that's Bates County.
Right.
He was taken to Bates County Jail.
First of all, you know, anywhere other than Jackson, you know what kind of county that is.
Right outside of Grandview?
Bates is a little bit south of I think Harrisonville, actually.
South.
Yeah, south.
Why did I get cut by the Chiefs? Because I got high.
Let's hope not, man. He's a good player. Let's see how they handle it, you know. But especially with the draft coming up, there's so many moving parts right now. You understand, like, you're indispensable, and so you're not indispensable, and so he has to understand that. Hopefully, you know, the Chiefs, you know, give him a break, but the NFL, you know how they are sometimes.
Now, the police sergeant, Bill Lowe, says the car was stopped for traffic violation. Now, I don't condone, you know, doing the little puffing a little reefer or whatever, but
The reefer.
The reefer.
The reefer.
Now, but you got to understand where you are.
Yeah,
You're not within city limits.
Not at all.
You know, I mean,
fully.
you're
Yeah.
on the highway probably late at night. I don't understand that one.
Yeah, man. We'll see, man. We'll see how it pans out for him.
Not good. It's not looking good.
So
See what happened to Dwayne Bowe? They sent him to Cleveland. That's where, when you get high, you go to Cleveland.
That's where you go to die.
You go to Cleveland.
Cleveland. Cleveland is the city where we come. I don't know where that came from.
Little Bone Thugs.
Yeah, right.
So Tim Tebow gets his first at bat with the Mets as a DH.
I like Tim Tebow.
Trash.
People be hating you just like you. You be hating on. You cannot hate on God's people.
Mike,
Tim Tebow, man.
Mike, he only got the opportunity because he's Tim Tebow. Can you go out there and get a tryouts with the Mets?
You probably
not. Hated it.
Probably not.
Well, first of all, I want Tebow to stick to commenting. I mean, commentating on whatever. Yeah, commenting. So commentating on just, football, not trying to play baseball.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's kind of hating though, man. Because Tebow was a heck of a baseball player in high school and in college. He
His
could play
junior
baseball.
year in high school, he was good. I was good at a lot of things my junior year. It's
Dang, The
over.
hate is real, man.
Get on a TV
Hey,
show.
the hate is real.
But when you have to face a Cy Young winner the year before in Rick Porcello,
yeah,
I mean, what do you expect?
right.
Well,
But I like him, man. I think he has the mechanics, you know what I mean? And so the thing about him is he's one of those people that you always root for. Like, I don't care what he's doing. You root for him, except Mike right here.
So if he was a quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, you rooting for him?
Hey,
No, hated it.
Hey, but you know what? He won a playoff game with his sidearm throwing.
Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl. Point.
Come on, Mike. Mike's a hater.
I'm not. It's just reality.
Listen,
It's reality.
Tebow went down on 4 pitches on his first at bat. Third strike appeared to be out of the zone.
Right, and Rick Porcello is not a strikeout. Not a strikeout.
He did win a Cy
pitcher.
Young.
But how
But he
many
wasn't a
people
strikeout
strike
pitcher,
out
though.
against major league pitchers? How many of the great hitters, Pujols, how many of them people strike out? Get a man an
Okay, but
But you
opportunity.
also hear people hitting home runs on their first at bat.
But hold on. So
Not
people,
Mike
so,
Lane.
so people do strike out though. But what is the average of them striking out? See, if I was to put my money on something, I would always put my money on Tim Tebow striking out. Period. That's a good bet.
What?
That's a good bet.
Doesn't
He's
even make
always going to
sense.
strike out. He's always going to strike out. He's not going to have a good average. He's going to be cut soon as people don't come to the stands to see Tim Tebow. Watch.
So
He's
let me
done.
ask y'all this. At least y'all know. What do you do when you're getting ready to go up to the into the on deck circle? Where do you go?
To the on deck circle. What do you mean? Like,
I mean, where do you go? You know exactly where the on deck circle is. Do you walk around the plate and go to the on deck circle, the opponent's on deck circle?
no.
No. Well, Tebow did that.
Well, see, point.
Because Tebow's different. Tebow's special, and y'all need to understand his specialness.
He walked around the catcher to the Red Sox on deck circle.
Maybe he was trying to get traded. Maybe he was putting in a little subliminal.
And when he was asked about it, he said, "I thought you walk around because you're a left-hander. I found out you don't do that."
Speaking
Wow.
of, well, maybe he was trying to get rid of, away from that woman that was stalking him.
But why not just say, "Man, you know what? I was nervous."
It was
Tebow,
listen,
there's
there's a woman that's stalking him from Colorado, and maybe he was walking around
Hey,
trying to
man,
avoid her.
Tebow's the man. First of all, let's start there. He's the man on and off the field, man. Shout out to Tim Tebow. I hope he make the AAA or the Grapefruit, whatever the league is. I hope he makes it, man. I like Tim Tebow. I'm a fan.
You are a fan of the Dallas Cowboys too, right?
You know what? I'm a fan of Ezekiel Elliott. I'm a fan of Dak Prescott. You know, I'm a Chiefs fan, ride or die through and through, no matter what.
So you're not a Tony Romo fan?
You know what? I respect Tony Romo, though. I respect him because the dude puts up numbers. I mean, he ain't won any, couple of playoff games and, ain't really advanced or anything like that. But Tony Romo's a winner. Would I like to have Tony Romo in Kansas City? Bet you by golly, wow, I would like to have Tony Romo in Kansas City.
Hated it.
Dallas,
Hey, what?
Dallas is not releasing him yet.
No, they're going to trade him, which is smart. It's
I think
a
they're gonna wait till the
business.
last moment so teams can go ahead and get everybody else
Right,
out of the way,
right.
and then the Jerry Jones for you.
Let's
Right.
see, let's
I
see
mean,
if it pans
that's
out to be
smart,
smart.
though.
Let's
That's a
see
smart
if it
business
pans
move.
out to be smart, because now, do you want Dallas to eat that $14 million? Like, now Jerry Jones is like, my pockets is deep, so I'll take the L.
Talking
So
money? We're talking money?
if we talking money, he's like, I'll take that $14 million hit, but
It's nothing.
who's giving up a second or third rounder for the Tony Romo?
Well, you see
Nobody.
the moves that the Texans made. They
Thinking that he was going to get released, though. Thinking that Tony Romo was going to get released.
yeah, but they still can do a trade. I mean, they have some.
They gave up a second rounder to get rid of somebody.
They did.
Now-
did.
So now you lose your pick, you lose your quarterback if he's a quarterback, and then now you're like, Tony Romo's not on the market. That's like getting rid of your girlfriend and giving away everything, and then the other girl comes up and says,
Dr. Phil
I'm talking to
made
somebody else.
an appearance.
Now, since we talking money,
talking money?
According to Ian Rappaport, Brandon Marshall's new deal, 2 years worth $12 million. He's slated to make $7.5 million with the Jets this year before his release. That's what he was slated to make.
Right. So he took a pay cut.
No.
No, he took a pay cut because he
could have got more money.
He could have got more money if he left New York. Period. He could have got more money.
But I think he'll do better with the new team.
With Eli Manning? Oh, of
yeah.
course.
Well, I think Adrian Peterson go there too, but he didn't go to the Jets because they don't have a quarterback. And,
Yeah. Fitzpatrick was
and he was like, I
last
already did the Jay Cutler relationship, so
But the receiving core with Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real deal.
I mean, but you got to understand, you can't double on anyone. You can't. The safety can't bear down on Odell Beckham or Sterling. Like, you can't do it anymore because, hey, now we got another threat on the other side.
I'm calling it now. Giants, Patriots, Super
You
Bowl.
calling it right now?
I'm calling it right now.
All right, you heard it here.
Giants defense, and if they get Adrian Peterson, even Jamal Charles, they got a good defense and Eli Manning.
We'll see.
We'll see, but we're going to take a quick break real quick. We have Love It or Hate It coming up. Mike, this your favorite topic?
I love it, man. Love it and I hate it.
And
It's
remember,
awesome.
you can hashtag talk about it messages. If you want to just send us your text messages, we'll talk about your topic. 816-915-2135. We'll be right back.
If you're considering a new home, consider getting pre-qualified for a central bank home loan. Whether you're looking to buy, build, or just refinance your current mortgage, our loan experts guide you every step of the way. And since we make all of our lending decisions locally, you're ready to make an offer faster. Visit any of our convenient locations today or apply online at centralbank.net. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Schlotzsky's, even though they sell round things like freshly baked buns and pizzas, they're quite handy with flatbreads too. And they have 3 new ones to choose from. The Chipotle Shrimp Flatbread, the Italian Shrimp and Brisket Flatbread, and the Margarita Artisan Flatbread. Try one today, or you can try 2 different flatbreads with the Pick 2 or pair of flatbread with anything else on the menu. Because at Schlotzsky's, it's lots better.
The Feds have recently raised interest rates, and they're expected to rise several more times this year. What could this mean for you? Your current mortgage, your credit cards, and other payments skyrocketing. A1 Mortgage is ahead of the curve and has already secured millions to lend at some of the lowest rates in history. If you're purchasing or refinancing, now's the time to call A1 Mortgage at 816-822-8888. Why A1 Mortgage? The answer is simple. More products and programs than any other lender, and get a fixed rate in the low 3s, no application fees, and no out-of-pocket closing costs, and no payments until spring. Eliminate PMI, debt, or cash out up to 100% of your home's value. Call A1 Mortgage now at 816-822-8888, 822-8888, or apply online at mya1mortgage.com.
A1 Mortgage, making your dreams a reality is what we do.
A1 Mortgage Group, LLC, a Kansas licensed mortgage company. License number MC0001649, Missouri license number 16-1556, NMLS number 268370. Programs and rates subject to change without notice.
It's the new year, which means a fresh start for your business. And a great year starts with making great hires. But posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter, you can jumpstart your hiring in 2017. Post your job to 200-plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen your candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, listeners of Sports Radio 810 can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/play. That's ZipRecruiter.com/play.
Who I got back there? He liked that song. Hey, Walls and Watson back here along with Michael Lang for the
Mike
W
Lang!
on ESPN 1510 AM and 99.3 FM. It's the time.
He pronounced every letter of my name.
Mike Lang!
Michael Lang. Because you what you want me to
I don't like being called Mike.
Michael?
Do you like being called Mike? I don't like being called Mike. Like when I'm on TV, I want people to say Michael. I don't like Mike.
I don't like being called Michael.
You
don't?
No, yes you do.
No.
See?
Call me Airborne Mike.
Airborne.
Oh.
Back alongside
there we go.
Airborne Mike.
Okay.
All right, it's that time for a Love It or Hate It segment.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Russell Westbrook for MVP.
Hated it. Hated
it. Oh, man.
All right, Dirk Nowitzki. Dallas Mavericks star Dirk Nowitzki.
I love that, man. I love
it. I love it too.
30,000
Took him 19
points.
years, though.
Yes, I'm glad we get to talk about this one because
30,000 points?
19 years.
30,000.
How long will it take you in 19 years to save up $30,000?
That don't even make sense, Mike.
It
It just takes too long.
Man.
All right, so
30,000. Kobe did it in, 12?
Dallas Mavericks star forward Dirk Nowitzki became the 6th player in NBA history on Tuesday night to join a 30,000 point club. Dirk joins the guys only known by their first name.
That's right. The first name club.
Kareem, Carl, Kobe, Michael, and Wilt.
That's a good club.
Didn't even call him Carl,
and
though.
he's
Call
the
him
only,
mailman.
he's the only
Carl.
player alongside MJ to score the 30,000 points in front of his home crowd. That's just a little side note. If you
Man, hey, Dirk is a beast. You understand, like, for him to be the international player, coming over the waters, playing in NBA, playing at a high level for that long, that's something to be celebrated. I mean, you got to understand, like, that's so difficult. But when you go and play in Europe, you see a lot of Dirk Nowitzkis. You see a lot of cats like that who can flat out ball, who can come over here and get buckets. And so for him to do that, like you said, Mike, do it at home, I like it.
And
man.
he's one of the first stretch fours too.
Stretch. He's a stretch four. Like he stretches a half court and knock it down.
He changed the game.
I'm with it. I love that, Steve.
All right, World Baseball Classic.
Hated it. I mean,
if we're not talking Royals, man,
yeah.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Hey, but shout out to Puerto Rico. Mira del Encanto, papi. Hey.
One thing I will say, even though we're not going to talk about the topic, Adam Jones with the walk-off last night against Columbia.
Shout out to USA. USA.
All right, NCAA Big 12.
Loved it. KU went down.
KU went down.
KU. Down goes KU.
I absolutely love that. I'm sorry, all you Big 12 KU fans. I'm sorry. Y'all know it's UMKC. It's the M in there, so it's MIZ.
But they just lost like KU did.
Don't worry about that. See, y'all bringing up old stuff. We're talking about KU right now.
All right, so NCAA Big 12 tourney is in town this week. You guys get down there and check that out?
I checked it out. Love it.
I love it. I love it. It's good basketball. I mean, I like Iowa State. You know, I seen K-State go down last night. I think it was a horrible last play. I don't know what the kid was thinking. Picked this dribble up, but he picked this dribble up and then didn't pass it.
He didn't. And what is he, like 5'9", 5'10"? He couldn't see over them guys.
He shot a wrap-around three.
I said Thomas not.
Wrap a rich around and shoot the three for the win. Come on, man. Hated that one.
But we love the tourist that comes into Kansas City spending their money, being lost in the city, clogging up traffic.
I'm not getting none of that money, so it doesn't matter to me.
In due time.
Well, I mean, the KU fans just had to stick around for a couple of times.
Nah, sell them tickets. If you want to sell them tickets, call me 816.
They had to stick around,
I had people
man.
on Facebook hot at
man.
man.
You saw my post, man?
I didn't see it. What is that?
The post, you can have Karl Malone, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and this team will still find a way to lose in the Sweet 16. Who is KU for 1,500?
Hey, I told him March Madness equals KU sadness.
Hey, I like it.
All right, so Joe Mixon Pro Day.
Gotta love it. Chiefs need
I
to
like
draft
his
him.
pro day. I still don't like the fact that how they kind of ostracize him. You know, for what happened. I don't respect what he did by any means, but you know, you gotta understand he paid his debt to society. He was suspended. You know, the legality of the situation were taken care of, and you know, I hate to see him missing the combine, but he showed out at his pro day. Though.
Now I shouldn't say the Joe Mixon Pro Day. I should say Oklahoma Pro Day.
Yeah,
Oklahoma
sure,
Pro Day. Did you see the backlash when people were saying Joe Mixon Pro Day on Facebook?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the backlash should be on the NFL. They pick odd times to choose their battles with domestic violence and issues with players, future players, and current players in the NFL. It feels like it's uneven. Like,
well, if there's video,
then if it's video, then hey, you're guilty.
If it's video, then
it's over.
But he showed out. He's gonna get drafted. They said, you know,
Chiefs should draft him.
I mean, we got Tyreek Hill. We got Tyreek Hill. Took a chance on him, and he's an all-pro player now.
Was it on video?
It wasn't on video, but I mean, I feel like whether it's on video or if it's not on video, I feel like that shouldn't matter. What happened with the situation is where it really matters. Unless you see it, but that's the conscience of Americans. That's the conscience of people. If you see it, it's different. Now it's believable. But if you don't see it, then maybe it wasn't.
Just a question
bad.
mark, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
now Joe did run a 4.4340 with 35-inch vertical and 4.25.
What was your 40, Steve?
I don't even remember.
He said,
I
never
ran a 40.
I
had no reason to run a 40.
No lie.
Mike Lang.
One thing I can say about Airborne
is
that
Mike Lang right here, his numbers be inflated.
He had a size 16 shoe in like the 7th grade,
but he went down to a 13. Mike, no lie, 4-4, Colors of the Desert. I swear to you.
All right, whatever.
Moving on.
Joe Mixon,
Kevin
Chiefs.
Durant.
KD.
Hated it.
We hated it.
I will not
We don't
speak
care.
on. Even though he spoke out for the first time, we don't want to talk about Kevin Durant. Moving on. Chicago Bears.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Not going to talk about Chicago
Who
Bears.
cares
either.
about the Bears?
Not
The
Bears. It doesn't matter.
The Bears.
All right. Minnesota Timberwolves.
I can't hate that because my man B. Rush is on the team, but you know
they
signed Lance.
You're right.
Signed Lance Stevenson to a 10-day contract. Mr. Blow, but I like Lance. Like I like the competitive nature that he brings. I mean, for me, I don't have no problem with that. He might be my man Mike English, who I play with at UMKC.
Mm-hmm.
He's just one of those guys that's gonna do the dirty work, and he can ball. Like he can ball. Like let's not act like he can't play. Like he's some bum. He can play.
Did y'all see the ESPN little montage they put together of him? Little video.
Lance Stevenson.
So Lance Stevenson had. Did y'all saw that? So Lance Stevenson was driving to the bucket and he fell, just tripped. Nobody was in the area, but he just fell over and they put his face up there with blowing.
The winds are strong in Minnesota. The winds are strong in Minnesota, man. We had a tornado on Tuesday. It hit Lance Stevenson.
All right, so short shorts coming back.
Hate it.
Come on. Oh, my God.
John Stockton has revealed himself again.
Do you understand the pain we went through to get big shorts?
Thank
Do
you,
you
Fat
understand how many fights I got in with my bigs on my team because I took the shorts? You understand what we went through? It's like that's the shorts civil rights movement. And now these kids are rolling their shorts up to have them small. I do not understand.
It's because of like the little Nike tights and Under Armour tights. That's what
they look like boxer briefs.
I'll never forget the day my Superman underwear shown over my short shorts in middle school. That's how short.
I don't understand. I don't like that, bro.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I don't like that.
CBS.
Hate it.
They shortened the 2-hour selection show on Sunday. They shortened.
Doesn't matter to me. I don't care. If it's on, it's on. If it's whatever time it is,
just
it doesn't matter.
bracket, bro. You don't even have to have a show. How about that? You could tweet it out.
They was probably mad KU lost. Sorry, Quinn White.
Oh, you still taking a KU
all day,
shots?
all day, man. I love it. It's just like
K-State lost too. I mean, I like K-State. If I like anything in Kansas, I like K-State.
K-State fans and I like K-State fans and I like KU fans. KU fans every year they're going to win, and then when you say something against KU, they're like, "Well, what team do you root for? You an MU fan?" Like, no, I'm a basketball, encyclopedia.
So it's not KU basketball that I don't like. It's
KU
the fans.
It's the
All
fans.
right, so KU Josh Jackson. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that for a little.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Josh.
So
Jackson,
KU decided to suspend one of their star players, Josh Jackson, for the Big 12 home opener. I mean, not home opener, it was Big 12 opener.
You know, one thing I like about big boy college basketball is if they can get away with it, they gonna get away with
all
it.
day.
I mean, you know what? And I respect that because that's the nature of the beast. It happens everywhere. It happens North Carolina, Dukes. It happens. Things happen. These young kids come in, one and done is what he is. Some stupid, he did a dumb thing.
Traffic accident.
And then try to cover it up.
Traffic accident.
But that
February
happens.
2nd.
Yeah, that happens anywhere. It happens everywhere on every college campus with star players, basketball, football. It don't matter.
Didn't tell Bill Self about it, so now you got to
that makes it worse. And then the other thing is, Laura, sorry if I mispronounced her last name, Barr from Kansas City Star, she put out a story how the attorney of Josh Jackson tried to pay off the young lady.
Well, we're trying to make it go away.
So is that suspension due to him not telling Bill Self, or Bill Self trying to cover his?
No, I'm gonna tell you what the suspension is due to. All the other prior stuff, a Carlton Bragg, Devontae Graham, all that other stuff. So you got to save face, and this is what it is.
You got to show that. But you know what? You know what the thing about it is? It's not about getting in trouble. It's about getting caught.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I think this one and done situation for KU is not going to be good because I don't think Bill Self has that type of scheme to do one and done.
That infrastructure.
I don't think he has it, and I think you're going to see KU in the next 2 to 3 years really not help it out because they're really not getting high recruits now. I mean, they got Frank Mason. Yeah, he's Player of the Year, but he was going to Appalachian State.
So we're going to take another quick break, real quick. We're happy to be here today, even though it's snowy outside.
Here, man. Look at that.
When the weather outside is frightful.
Remember, you can text us to talk about it later in the next segment. 816-915-2135. We still have our high school team of the week coming on, Schlegel, and we'll be right back.
Shout out to the Stallions.
Does your wife complain about you snoring? Do you have difficulty sleeping? Constantly feeling tired or drowsy? You could be suffering from a sleep disorder that has serious negative effects on your health. Excel Health Sleep Center offers sleep disorder treatment, testing, and therapy. Visit us online at www.excelhealthsleep.com or call 913-203-4040. Again, visit excelhealthsleep.com or call 913-203-4040. A better tomorrow starts with better sleep tonight.
Time Warner Cable Business Class is now Spectrum Business. A real change for your business with over 99.9% network reliability, faster internet, and superior voice for less. So call 866-928-4330 and get Spectrum Business Internet today. We've raised our speeds to 60 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. That's 10 times faster than 6 meg AT&T DSL for less. Add Spectrum Business Voice and get reliable business phone with unlimited long distance for only $29.99 a month. And at Spectrum Business, we believe in earning your business every day, so there are no contracts to sign. Just call 866-928-4330 and get faster Spectrum Business Internet for just $59.99 a month when bundled with Spectrum Business Voice for only $29.99 a month. with no contracts. Call 866-928-4330. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Kansas City fans, Charlie Hustle, the local Kansas City clothing company, has got you geared up for basketball season. New sweatshirts and beanies will keep you warm and stylish while you cheer on your favorite team. Stop by their retail location on the plaza off 47th and Broadway, open now. You can also shop online at charliehustleshop.com and browse their newest Arrowhead collection and more. Charlie Hustle, premium quality sportswear, vintage, made fresh.
For decades, one big razor company has relentlessly increased prices and reaped immense profits at the expense of their customers. So Jeff and Andy, two ordinary guys who were fed up with getting ripped off, started Harry's to fix shaving. Harry's knew there was only one way to ensure quality, so they bought their own factory. By taking less profit and selling to you directly over the internet, Harry's offers their blade at half the price. Just $2 a blade compared to the $4 or more you'll pay at the drugstore. Harry's razors include everything you need for a close, comfortable shave, like a weighted ergonomic handle, 5 precision-engineered blades with a lubricating strip and trimmer blade, rich lathering shave gels, and a travel blade cover. Harry's is so confident in the quality of their blades, they want you to try their shave for free. You heard that right. Just cover shipping when you sign up. Plus, as a special offer for fans of the show, go to harrys.com right now and enter code PETRO at checkout to get a post-shave balm also for free. That's harrys.com, code PETRO.
Ain't no. Hey, ain't nobody.
Hey, we're back with Walls and Watson on the W.
So fresh and so clean.
We have Airborne. That's what I have to refer to him as. Airborne.
Oh my God! Can we get over this guy right here?
1510 AM.
Respect your military.
99.3 FM. We're here in the studio on this snowy, blustery day.
It's nice, man.
Sporting KC has their home opener tonight.
It ain't look like
everybody looked out the window like, but you know what? The fans gonna be out there. That's one thing about sport. It could be a blizzard and a tornado down the street at the mall.
Children's Mercy Park.
They're going to be out. They're going to be, I'm telling you, man, it's a great atmosphere. We talked about it last week, Steve, man. I'm excited about it.
They take on FC Dallas at 8 p.m. FC Dallas enters today as a U.S. Open Cup supporter, Shield champions, and I expect Sporting to get out there and really put in some work.
Sporting always compete every year for a championship. I mean, even though, a lot of people don't, may not be soccer fans per se, but at the same time, there are a lot of people who are soccer fans, and so the thing about it is we have the opportunity to have that as a sport in Kansas City as a major sport, championship, caliber every single year. Coach just re-upped for like 5 years, you know what I mean? So he's going to be here. We know what I love about Sporting KC is what they're doing at Swope Park, what they're doing with the soccer fields and how it brings a lot of traffic, and it exposes a lot of the youth, a lot of inner city youth to, soccer, something that I didn't have, growing up. I know you probably didn't play soccer. I think Airborne might have played. Did you play soccer with your big old feet?
You know you're going to say, I played soccer back in 94.
I did underwater polo.
Actually, it was South Page Elementary Summer School.
It's the only guy I know that will bring up an actual date and a time of everything he remembers.
I got a good memory.
Back in 1987, I remember Steve had that bike with the broken chain at 3:00 p.m.
You had a bike?
You had a
so
bike.
You ride bikes.
Hey, man, we want to shout out. Make sure you shout out everybody who's watching this on Facebook Live. Send your questions in. Our text number. Make sure y'all text if you got any questions. We appreciate y'all support. Shout out. Hey, Miss McGee, how you doing? I'm watching y'all. I see y'all.
So back to Sporting. It might be a little cold out there, but the fans, the cauldron is still gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that the word he laughed when I said that? That's the young people's word.
They better light up that fireplace because it's cold.
And one of the things, even though we had food up in the press area, the huge new announcement that Sporting made is that they're lowering the price on food and beverage items.
Thank goodness. They need to do the same thing at Arrowhead.
Man, and at Royal Stadium.
Oh, my God.
It was $9 for a hot dog.
It was stated, and I quote, "We are fully committed to delivering an in-stadium experience to our supporters that is second to none." Sporting KC President Jake Reed said.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we like that. I mean, it gives opportunity for families to go out there. I mean, because when you got families of 4, you got families of 5, I mean, the tickets, parking, food, you want to be able to enjoy the experience of being out there. So that's a good thing. I'm with that.
So you guys watch my video last year? Tech 9 actually did the come out song for Sporting.
Yeah, that was hot.
Yeah. had the smoke and man.
Kicking like a donkey because we're famous.
Tech 9.
Shout out,
Is
man.
he like 50 right now, though?
Why you hating on Tech? Hey,
Tech is
Tech
the
got about
dude,
50.
man.
He got about 50 million.
Yeah, well,
that's what he got.
If
hating.
He's old. But
Anyway.
All right, so you want to take a couple of questions real quick?
Yeah, let's take some questions. We got some questions coming through right now. One of them says, let's talk about the KC Royals Urban Youth Academy. Down on Paseo.
Man,
and
behind
Truman Road.
right behind 18th of Vine,
Hey,
man.
I'm excited about it. One of our young sisters, Angela McGee, is heading that up for the Kansas City Royals. Shout out to her and her mom. She's out of spring training right now in Arizona. We need to have her as a correspondent anyway. I don't know why. We need to have her on the show next week.
We can make that happen.
But the Urban Youth Academy is something big for Kansas City. I mean, I feel like baseball in the city, RBI, going to be really involved in that a lot.
Loved it.
Revitalizing baseball in the city, man. That's what
Loved
it's about.
it.
Yep,
I love that.
Love it.
I love that. We got another question.
And the fact that they have the downtown as the backdrop of that, man.
Yeah,
that's
beautiful.
nice.
Beautiful.
That's nice. I mean, just they spent money like they didn't. They didn't skip on any pennies, down here for this academy. So I'm excited about it. I grew up playing, with Frank White, RBI, Satchel Paige Stadium.
I thought you were about to say I grew up playing with Frank White.
I grew up playing with Frank White.
See? And I tell the far-fetched story.
Nah,
hey,
man.
but Mr. Reed, though, the city councilman, went to Northeast Middle. He's helping out too with everything in the city.
Yes.
So shout out to him. We should get him on the show, talk about some new city developments.
Another question, Steve. I'm gonna pose this one for you, brother. Who is the NBA MVP?
I have to go right now, as of today, and I know all of my LeBron fans are watching and expecting me to say LeBron. No. Russell Westbrook, that guy from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Man, he's the real deal.
What you think?
I think he's not going to get it because I think that he's the Kobe Bryant of 2006.
God, don't ever disrespect Kobe.
No, I'm not
bro.
disrespecting Kobe. Kobe, how many MVPs do you think Kobe's supposed to have?
Yeah, Kobe should have at least 3.
So now they're going on the pretense that if your team's not winning, you can't get the MVP, which if you're doing a triple-double or scoring 81 points, you need MVP, most valuable player.
Let's stop the nonsense. If you're averaging a triple-double for the season,
I bet you that he won't get it.
There's no way. And you're going to make the playoffs. You don't win the MVP?
Kobe made the playoffs, and he had 81. He had like 5 games of 50. I bet you they're going to give it to James Harden.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. Hey, Adam Silverman, I'm telling you.
All right,
I'm telling you.
We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back to talk about NCAA brackets, our final 4 picks. You know who I'm going to go with. I'm not going to say it right now. We just got to stay tuned and watch. And we're also going to talk about Sierra and Russell Wilson. That photo explosion that came out. We'll be right back.
Drama.
Do you like cooking barbecue? Of course you do. It's KC after all. Whether you're a backyard beginner, an accomplished amateur, or a championship competitor, you'll want to head over to the Kansas City Barbecue Store this barbecue season for their Pitmaster Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Kansas City Barbecue Store will be hosting barbecue experts for cooking demonstrations, barbecue techniques and tips, product demos, and barbecue Q&As. And of course, there'll be plenty of samples and snacks. Come in now and stock up on accessories, rubs, spices, and the best selection of sauces around. Come by the Kansas City Barbecue Store every Thursday for Pitmaster Thursdays. The Kansas City Barbecue Store is located in Olathe off 119th and Stringline Road, just north of Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. Get the best tips for grilling this season. Talk to the experts, watch demonstrations, and get ready for spring with Pitmaster Thursdays at the Kansas City Barbecue Store. Go to the KansasCityBBQStore.com or the Kansas City Barbecue Store's Facebook page for more information.
Brett Saberhagen here, inside the warehouse of the independent tire dealers. Getting the right tires for your vehicle is no easy task. Kind of like winning Game 7. Having the right tires means you need to have a lot of tires. And boy, do they have a lot of tires. They're the hometown heroes of the tire business, and they have over 20 brands to choose from. So take it from me. When you want a winner in tires, use your local independent tire dealers. To find a local owned and operated independent tire dealer, call 877-ITD-ROLL or go to itdroll.com. That's itdroll.com.
Hi, this is Frank Bull here to talk to you about Dale's Auto Collision Repair Center in Blue Springs. I've known Dale Reynolds for a long time. Dale's been taking care of cars and taking care of customers for over 25 years. Dale's Auto Collision Repair Shop is called to service cars from both Kansas and Missouri. This shop is the cleanest, most organized shop you will ever find. They take the job of restoring a vehicle to its pre-accident condition very seriously. When you take your car to Dale's, you're informed as to where your car is in the repair process. People are keeping their cars a lot longer. so you want a repair that will last with a guarantee. Dale's works on your solid, everyday cars, and Dale's also works on your exotics like Mercedes, Jaguars, Vipers, Porsches, Corvettes, you name it. Dale's is clean enough to be called the surgery center for cars. Owner Dale Reynolds is serious about keeping customers happy. Car accidents are serious business, so take it to Dale's Auto Collision in Blue Springs, 1401 West 40 Highway, 816-228-1855, or dalesautocollision.com.
Let the madness begin. Register for the Sports Radio 810 Bracket Challenge today. Go to 810WHB.com and click on the Bracket Time icon. You can win great prizes from Rockin' Brews and the Kansas City State Company. Just go to 810WHB.com, click on the Bracket Time icon, and get signed up. Pick the winning teams, and you can win big. Sign up today at 810WHB.com. Brought to you by Xfinity, the Kansas City State Company, Rockin' Brews, and Miller Lite.
Walls and Watson back here on ESPN 99.3 FM and 1510 AM, along with SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. And we have a lot of people watching us on Facebook Live, so you can take us mobile. We also have Airborne.
Everywhere.
Airborne in the house. Michael Lang.
Oh
I did say Michael, even though he hates Michael. Plus, some of our students are in the house with us, tweeting and Facebooking for us.
Say what's up.
You guys can say hi on the mic. There's a mic over there.
Talk on the mic.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Tell your name, what school
you go to.
When you graduate.
Oh man, Blue Springs South football.
Blue Springs South.
What's your name?
2020. My name is Chris Walters.
Chris Walters.
He has that I'm cool voice.
Yeah, I'm too cool. My name is Chris Walters.
Chris Walters.
I do
Chris Walters,
the radio at night.
I like listening to Sade.
What's up with the NCAA brackets?
KU losing.
Oh my gosh, it's so disrespectful. I love it. I love it. I mean, you know what? I can't wait for them to come out. I think Gonzaga deserves #1 seed still, even though I think they're gonna lose around the Sweet 16 probably. Everybody's looking at KU, but I still like North Carolina, man. I still like North Carolina. I still like Duke, and I still like Villanova.
And I know you guys have been waiting to hear my my prediction. My sleeper, Michigan.
What?
Michigan. Hey.
Let me get him on.
Hold on, wait.
Let me get him on.
Wait.
We need to get him on a drug test.
I didn't say they're gonna win, but my sleeper. That's just the sleeper. Michigan. If you watched Michigan, you know how they're playing when slid off the runway.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with basketball?
The favor is with them this year.
Favor.
The favor. They had a favor, man. I'm telling you.
This guy.
The favor is with Michigan. Y'all
Michigan
can laugh all you
in the
want.
first round.
Laugh all you want, but watch.
If it's any sleeper, if it's going to be any sleeper, it's going to be Florida State. As a sleeper, Florida State is dynamic, man. I'm telling you.
As a UCLA fan, I got Oregon.
You got Oregon?
Oregon. And I want. Hey, everybody knows Quentin White. All these guys know. They know UCLA. But I think Pac-12 is going to be the whole Pac-12. Whoever's in the Pac-12 is going to be the sleepers.
In the Pac-12?
Just the whole Pac-12.
The whole Pac-12. UCLA, Oregon, UCLA, Oregon.
He sounds just as bad as Lonzo Ball's dad, saying he's better than Russell. Better than Steph Curry.
No, hold on. Lonzo Ball's dad is drunk. I'm reasonable. I'm just saying Arizona, UCLA, Oregon.
But you know what? Lonzo Ball's dad is a lot like Tiger Woods' father was. And the thing about it is, Tiger Woods turned out to be the greatest golfer ever.
Right.
His father said the same things about Tiger.
He just didn't have social media. He just didn't have social media back then.
He said the same exact thing. He might have said him as brash, but he said the same type of things, man.
And so did Joe Jackson about the Jackson.
Michael Jackson gonna do it.
Hey, and look at him. Still at $1 billion estate. Come on now. All right. So Steve, man, who are your Final Four teams? We want to know, bro. Who your Final Four teams? And then, who you have winning it all?
I think Gonzaga, Villanova's in there. I'm gonna say
you got the Zags as a Final Four team.
I do, man. I do.
Dang. Okay. All right.
And probably Kentucky always comes through at the end.
I like that.
So but as far as championship, I might have to go with Villanova.
So you think Villanova going to repeat?
Back to back?
Back to back.
That was a great
back to back. All right. M. Lang. So who are your Final Four teams, and who's going to win it all?
I got UCLA, of course, Oregon, Villanova, and Kentucky. Depending on how the brackets are. Now, that's a hypothetical, but depending on how the brackets are, that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
But that's what I like. I like Villanova, UCLA.
All right, cool. My Final Four teams, I have North Carolina, Villanova, Kentucky, and my sleeper, I got Florida State making the Final Four.
Florida State.
That's my sleeper.
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton.
Florida State. My young guy's going to Florida State next year. Brian Trimble. Shout out to
Trimble.
Brian.
Yeah. Hey,
he sold me some shoes.
But who I have winning it though, I have North Carolina. I have the Tar Heels. Shout out to my man Shea Rush, Jerron Rush's son, Kareem's nephew, Brandon's nephew. I got North Carolina. I got the Tar Heels taking it this year.
Tar Heels
man.
get it. That's going to be 2 NCAA championships in the Rush family.
Hey, I'm with that though. I like that. So who are your players to watch, Steven? Who we should be looking out for in the tournament? We may know some names. We may not know some of the names. Who should we be looking out for, Steve?
Iowa State.
You know what? That you said Iowa State. I watched Iowa State last night, and the big fella for Iowa State, man, he's a problem.
Yeah. The guard Morris?
No, not Morris. His name. Oh, what the heck is the big fella's name?
I don't know him this year.
Hey, he gave out work yesterday. I tweeted it out. Burton.
Yeah.
Burton. Yes, thank you, Krista, our producer behind the glass.
Getting it.
Yes, but Burton, he put in some work yesterday. He's a threat from outside and also inside. So, hey, I think Burton's one of those key players.
All right, we're live ESPN 15 Studios, Kansas City, with the W with Walls and Watson. What's your questions? You want to talk about some things? We're looking at one Facebook Live right now. You can also text us. Whatever you need, whatever you want to know, let's talk about it.
Somebody sent me a question. They said, who's coming out of the West to face the Cavs?
Oh, who's coming out of the West? West side? Steve.
Spurs.
You got the Spurs?
Spurs.
You have the Spurs?
Kawhi Leonard is that deal.
So you have the Spurs facing the Cavs. But hear about this. I'm going to throw a little monkey wrench in it. I think the Wizards
are coming out of the East.
Come out of the East.
Hey,
you don't think so? I
they
think
shaking their head.
They're going to challenge them boys. I'm telling you. They're going to challenge Cleveland in the East. I'm telling you.
I the Wizards, yeah.
I would say Boston, if anybody.
Boston don't have enough firepower, man. They got great defense.
They should have traded them picks for Paul George, and then I would have said Boston hands down. And I hate Boston. As Laker fans, we don't want to see Boston get another chip. But, yeah, the Wizards. I think John Wall will give work with Kyrie Irving. That's going to be a great point guard matchup right there.
I like that.
So, for a little entertainment tidbit today, we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather and the bus was set on fire.
See what happens when you bring other people's women on the stage.
Hey, man.
Oh, my gosh.
So, retired boxing star Floyd Mayweather had one of his entourage's vans burnt in what appears to be an arson attack on Sunday over in the UK. Now, Floyd was speaking at an event in the UK. Floyd was speaking at an event. He's doing this Floyd Mayweather tour. So he's going to speaking to fans and kind of partying a little bit. I mean, doing what Floyd Mayweather does. He had some. It's said that he had some females caught up to the stage in his VIP section. They popping bottles, doing whatever. And so he would not allow their male accompany partners to come up on stage.
No new friends.
So he goes out and his van is on fire.
So you think? You're not saying it. You just think that maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, that's what's been that's thrown out there on Twitter. On the Twitter trolls have thrown it out there.
First of all, for me, the most important question is why is Floyd Mayweather on a tour to begin with?
Why are people paying for it? Does he pay for the drinks and everything else? Like what comes with that $10,000 or whatever with that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Do I get to put on his boxing gloves,
autographs, and things like that? So, and I'm gonna tell you one thing: if my girl goes up on stage, it's gonna be a problem.
When the weather's out, when the weather outside is
if you got a girl, yeah, exactly. If you got a girl that's like that, if we out having some libations, whatnot, and eating some food, and we're going out, having a good time.
So no indecent proposal for you.
No, that's a deal breaker. I want to go up on stage and get some drinks.
$1 million.
No.
Yeah. Nah, respect it.
That's love. That's love.
I'm with you on that.
So what last thing before we go to break real quick, Sierra and that picture, wrong or not?
Future better knock him out.
You know what? That's a difficult thing, man.
That's sexual abuse.
Russell Wilson, oh my God, Russell Wilson's a good dude, man. He's a good guy. He's been a great father figure.
Then he should have said no to the picture.
Future's son, and Future's not around. He's dogging Sierra, but you still can't do it.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna start back off with that. But you're listening to the W on 99.3 FM and 1510 AM. We'll be right back.
March Mania has arrived at John Russell's Barbecue. Come in and sit back, watch the game, and enjoy these incredible game day specials. $1 draft Bud Light, $5 smoked chicken wings, $5 smoked carnitas burrito, and $5 potato skins with smoked cheddar and bacon. So come over to John Russell Barbecue today for these incredible March specials. John Russell Barbecue at the northwest corner of 135th and Quivira in Overland Park. These items are only good during the NCAA basketball games in March.
Just hearing the term spring training conjures up optimism and makes you feel good. What's not to love? Warmer weather, fresh-cut grass, and the crack of the bat. The downside? Spring storms, high-energy winds, and the crack of your roof. You know our storms can do real damage to your roof, especially a wood shingle roof. That makes right now the perfect time to be prepared for the worst of it by calling Buck Roofing at 913-384-2680. That's the number to call anywhere in Kansas City, Lawrence, Topeka, or Manhattan. Buck Roofing will come right out to your house and check your roof at no cost and let you know if you're good to go. Then you'll be prepared for whatever comes next. That's 913-384-2680. Of course, many of you know your roof is just fine, but Buck Roofing's number is one I recommend to all our listeners to punch into your contacts and store it away so you have it the second you really need it. Storms can pound any of us at any time this spring. Just make sure you hear the crack of a bat and not the crack of your roof. But if not, Buck Roofing is there for you. 913-384-2680, online at ourbuckroofing.com, and you'll sleep well knowing Buck Roofing fixed the roof over your head.
Join the Good Sports Radio and TV show at the Kansas City Ice Center on Saturday, March 11th. We'll be recording our TV and radio show that day from the KC Ice Center. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. So join Good Sports at the Kansas City Ice Center on Saturday, March 11th. And be sure to tune into Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Radio and TV show, every Wednesday afternoon at 3.
Hey everyone, former K-State alum and NFL linebacker Ben Lieber here from my great friends over at the Bluemont Hotel. You know, with everything the Bluemont Hotel has to offer, it's the perfect spot to stay for anything K-State, whether it's football or basketball games, alumni events, or even cultural performances. If it's happening at K-State, the Bluemont Hotel is the place to stay. Spacious rooms, a great staff, a wonderful lounge, and it's all right next to Aggieville. If you're heading to the Little Apple, do what I do and stay at the Bluemont Hotel. Check it out at BluemontHotel.com.
Sports Radio 810 WHB is bringing you all the madness.
The 15 seed has made it to the Sweet 16 for the first time ever. Oh my goodness.
Chalmers, 4-3 and the tie. He got it. He got it.
Clapper stops a three from dead on. Made it. Harper made it. Moorhead leads. Timeout. Louisville.
The road to the Final Four starts here on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
I see you nodding your head to that, Mike.
That's the Ghetto Boys, man. Come on now. You know it.
It's the W with Walls and Watson, along with Airborne here on 1510 AM, 99.3 FM, and SidelineSportsTalkKC.com. Also, Facebook Live as well. Before we went to break, we had just kind of scratched the surface of the Sierra Russell Wilson maternity photo that was put out there on the Twitter world.
It's different. It's different. But like I was saying,
Wouldn't let
man,
that happen to me though.
I mean, it's a difficult situation to be in. You got to look at it from both sides. You know, you have a man in Russell Wilson who's a man stepping up. You know, he's been a great father figure. You know what I mean? The future son. I feel like as men, those two need to have a conversation. I just feel like if you don't, then you leave everything open to interpretation and in social media, the way things go. I mean, I think for art, the art of the photo is beautiful. Look at Mike. I'm
just saying, you said, hold on, how are you going to interpret it? What do we interpret from that? And then you're going to change it up. The art was beautiful?
The art is beautiful, bro. You got to be able to appreciate it, man.
The art of a butt whooping.
Let me rewind real quick because a lot of people out there may not know exactly what we're talking about. It's the one of the things that kind of gets up under my skin. So R&B singer Sierra and Seattle NFL Seahawks QB Russell Wilson were recently married.
Right.
Well, who cares about that?
Right.
First of all, let me get that straight. Now, pictures were released of Sierra posing for maternity photos nude, while a shirtless Russell Wilson has his arms around Sierra's belly, while Sierra is holding her 2-year-old son, also nude.
It's art, man.
Yeah.
And let me remind the people why we're so mad. Tell them why you mad.
Listen here.
So let me remind you guys
that baby don't look like me.
The kid that Sierra is holding, that's also nude in this photo, is not Russell Wilson's baby.
Yeah, he is not the pappy.
So to me, it's just very disrespectful. It's kind of distasteful. You know, I mean, it's just not cool.
I wouldn't want it done to me personally. But you have to look at every situation is different. You got to filter it through that, because the way Future has handled Sierra, the way he's, supposedly not been there for his son. I'm sure financially he's kicking in, but it's more than, being a father than money.
Right.
But I think Russell Wilson, he's just one of them dudes, man, who you shouldn't just dislike. I think you dislike him because he's such a good dude.
Because he's a good guy?
You know what I mean? So you just don't like him.
Well,
you know what I mean? Not me, I like him. But I feel like I said before, those two as men got to be able to hash that out. I don't like Sierra, you know what I mean, putting
the baby
in there like that, though, because that's not Russell's son.
It's like a personal vendetta that she's trying to put out there.
And, I always follow back to Twitter world.
Oh, man.
And the trolls, they had put out there that Future, the Atlanta Falcons played in the NFC against the Seahawks.
They played number Future songs?
No, Future was on the sideline when Seattle was getting throttled.
Yeah.
And Future was down on the sideline kind of laughing and joking, so that may be it.
Hey, is Future paying child support?
I don't know.
I'm sure he's paying something.
See, if he's paying something, you can't be taking pictures with my baby like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of the kids, we have our high school team of the week this week with FL Schlegel. And I know how
the band.
FL Schlegel High School in Kansas City, Kansas. We have our head coach, Prentice Potts, on the line. Coach Potts, how you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Not too bad, man.
Prentice Potts, what's up, man?
How you been?
Hey, man. Hey, first of all, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. We appreciate it. We know you got a big game, championship game tonight, but we just wanted to show y'all some love, man. I appreciate you and what you're doing at Schlegel, man. Tell us a little bit about the team this year and how it's been coaching. And tell us a little bit about that.
They've been amazing. We've got 7 seniors on the team now, a couple underclassmen, and we've kind of found the right time to click. The chemistry, everything with them is really good. We did a lot of stuff together this summer to build that, and the kids have just been working really, really hard, man. Just trying to do the little things and master those things. So down the stretch of these close games we've been playing, they've been really executing those things really well. So.
Now, you guys are 16-6. You defeated Wichita Heights last night, 60-39.
Big win.
You're headed to the let me restate that again. You're headed to the Kansas High School Class 5A championship game today. What's the feeling like?
The big boys.
It's a weird feeling, man, because when we set the goals in the summer, we expected to get to state. We just didn't know how much of a run we could make at state. With the kids that we have, and them not being here, and we haven't been to state since 2000, and we haven't won it since '95. So, this is all new to them. This is a environment that a lot of them haven't been in. So it was strange walking through their rooms last night and just looking at their face. I kind of had that deer in the headlight look.
Oh, yeah.
Are we really here, Coach? Can you pinch me and make
right?
sure I'm really awake? So yeah, it's exciting though, man.
What I love to see, man, on Facebook, I saw a lot of people going live from the pet rally at the school, man, and I love that. Sam Lockridge, my man Terrence Maddox, a lot of people were going live. So the community support around Schlegel going to state. Talk about that and how impactful that is for young men to see. They got the city. I got the dot behind them, man. Shout out to the dot. They got the city behind them right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a great feeling, and with state being in Topeka, some schools have the opportunity to play it right in their backyard, so we have to get up the highway and actually come out and support and root. But I mean, really, I've heard nothing but good things. I mean, my phone was kind of blowing up ever since Thursday with text messages and everything and calls, just as far as, man, just bring it home, just bring it back to the community, bring it back for the city. So, that's what we're trying to do. We're really trying to rep the city and do what we can to get that championship back. So.
Now, Coach, you guys are led by 2 juniors, 5'7" point guard Ronell Mitchell and 5'11" shooting guard Tyon Grant Foster. How has their production helped your program?
Both of them are really, really young. They're really strong. Tyon is a heck of a player, man. He can do.
He is a beast. Just say it, Coach. He is who people talk about in the barbershops, man. Like this kid is a beast.
I don't want to talk about it too much though, because you know that goes to his head real quick, and he'll be like, "Coach, I heard what you said about me, and I didn't know you thought." So I try to keep the negative things in his head instead of telling him all the positive things that he's doing. But you're right, he's a monster, man.
Who does he remind you of? I mean, because you grew up with us, man. You from our day and age. Who does he remind you of his game? If you had to be like, yo, this guy plays like this, and who would you compare him to?
Mike Long.
You know, it's funny, Mike, because it's like he has your scoring mentality.
Ooh, I love that.
The defensive mindset he has, I don't think that I've seen it. Maybe the kid that I played with, Boo Miller. I mean, maybe that, but I mean, he's so long, he's so athletic, and when I first came, I told him, I said, man, you move like an old man. I said right after that, he just started blocking shots, and he started stealing passes that I don't know how he got to. And, yeah, I mean, he's just solid. And, you know, the Mitchell has been just kind of like our diamond in the rough, man. I think he's arguably one of the best point guards in the state. He's lightning quick, got cat-like reflexes. You know, he's amazing with the ball. He has a great handle on the ball, almost like he's got it on a string. And then he's really just bought in defensively to stopping people and guarding people, and he doesn't even realize it, but he's so electrifying on the defensive end when he can take somebody away and dictate where they go on the floor, and that just helps us so much in what we try to do in our pressure man-to-man. So.
Now, Prentice, you coached on a couple of different levels. You were out at Avila for a little bit. What's the difference like of going from college and then going, down to high school?
You know, when I had spoke to Coach Bill Sloan, who's the head coach over at Avila now, he was assistant during that time. I kind of asked him, I said, is there a huge benefit for me going to high school and trying to get back to college? Because I think as a coach, I think your ultimate goal is to coach at the highest level. And, he kind of said, he's like, if you want to run your own program, he's like, then you need to go to high school, so you can learn a little bit. And, I think you control more things at the college level as far as the talent you bring in. High school, you're kind of at the mercy of the kids in the building. So you have to be willing to get their skill set where it needs to be. So I think the off-season work with them is crucial as far as ball handling, reps, and shots, and just kind of teaching them the basic skills of basketball. So.
Right. So, Coach, recap real fast. Time, who you're playing against tonight?
Okay, so we play Shawnee Heights.
Shawnee Heights.
Right. It'll be at 6:15 p.m. at the Expo Center in Topeka, Kansas.
6:15 tonight. Schlegel, KC Mo. Let's go out and support the Schlegel Stallions. Shout out to my man Malcolm Campbell, the great Vincent Smith. You know what I mean from Schlegel, man.
Antoine Tisby.
Tisby. Some ballers, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Potts, man. We appreciate you coming on our show. We wish you nothing but the best tonight. Good luck. Bring that 5A state championship back to the dot, baby. All right?
You got to bring back that hardware. Bring back the hardware. All right,
that's it. We're going to take a break on the WESPN 1510. We'll be right back.
If you can't make it to the Big 12 Championship at Sprint Center, there's no better place to watch the games than 810 Zone Corbin Park. Great appetizers and drink specials, including specials on buckets of domestic beer. Don't forget to check out our new menu with gluten-free options and Sunday's brunch buffet from 10 to 2. Root on your favorite teams in the Big 12 Conference as well as every other conference tournament, including the Big 10, SEC, and ACC. It's all at 810 Zone in Corbin Park, 135th and Lamar.
You're back here on the W. A couple minutes left. The W on 1510 AM, 99.3 FM. Walls and Watson along here with Airborne. He has his new title, Airborne.
It's whack.
It's been my title, man.
Whack.
Hey, respect the military, man.
No, man. I respect the military. It's just you.
Great show today, fellas. Our students out there, they get a little restless.
Yeah.
They helping us on social media.
Taking them to the auto show today.
Auto show. You are. Auto show. They were here with us last week.
Yeah, we taking them to the car show. If you want some tickets, you could have called in and got some free tickets. So if you call in, text live. If you tell us who the best dunker is in Kansas City, we'll give you some free tickets.
Best dunker right now? Best dunker right now?
Nah, best dunker in Kansas City.
None of us.
None of y'all.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody who watched us on Facebook Live. We apologize for not being able to hear the caller, but if you watched it on our W, you can hear the caller, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in.
Like us on Twitter.
Coach Potts.
Twitter, yes.
Make sure y'all follow
Facebook.
us on Facebook, the W. Share.
We got a Snapchat now.
Follow us on Facebook. We're talking a lot about our high school all-star game that we have coming up. Rockhurst University High School All-Star Weekend. Some of the best high schools, Missouri versus Kansas. It's going to be at Rockhurst. We have some of the best high schoolers from Missouri and Kansas.
Yeah, shout out. And Michael Watson has won the first 3 in a row for Missouri, and we're gonna win it. We're gonna win again this year, Steve. I just want to let you guys know that.
You guys can follow our show on Twitter, ESPN the W, on Facebook, ESPN the W, and remember, next week we right back here at 10 a.m.
Next week we're gonna be back here on ESPN 15 Studios, the W, with Walls and Watson. We appreciate y'all tuning in this week. Make sure to hit us on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. We're going to be back next week.
All right. Catch us back here next week. Thank you, guys. We out.